Owners of Kanye West's Yeezy shoes appeared to be considering their options after online searches for the sneakers soared just a day after Adidas announced it was cutting ties with the rapper. In the wake of the German athletic brand's decision to immediately stop producing Yeezy shoes due to West's repeated anti-Semitic remarks, searches for the terms "Sell Yeezy" skyrocketed by a stunning 581% on October 26, according to an analysis commissioned by Celeb Catalor. Adidas was joined by other brands including Gap and Balenciaga that cut ties with the 45-year-old rapper, and TJX companies joined in on Wednesday by instructing its T.J. Maxx, Marshalls, and home goods stores to not buy any products associated with West. Although many Yeezy owners are likely looking to sell their shoes, along with some who are hoping to score a rare pair, the data doesn't shed light on their reasons for selling. Some may be seeking to get rid of their shoes after West made himself a pariah with his anti-Semitic remarks, which followed months of harassing social media posts directed at his ex-wife Kim Kardashian and her ex-boyfriend Pete Davidson, though they're seemingly still trying to make some money from the sale. Others may just be trying to cash in on the hopes that the price would skyrocket. That appears to be the case, as Yeezy prices soared on resale markets following Adidas' announcement. According to One, which aggregates data on secondary market sites, Yeezys held 9 of the top 25 spots on sneaker resale sites as of Tuesday morning, which marked a significant increase from just 6 weeks earlier. John Schaefer, who flips resold Yeezys on eBay, predicted that the price of the shoe could increase as much as 50%, according to Forbes. By Schaefer's prediction, the brand could soon cost an average of about $400 per pair. Sneaker reseller Lucas Titus noted in the same article that, the novelty of owning a pair of Yeezys has worn off, thus lowering the resale value, though it seems poised to rise again. A review by Adidas claimed that ending its Yeezy partnership with West could cost the brand $246 million in net income this year. Following the dissolution, Forbes, which had labeled West a billionaire, retracted the designation, as a significant chunk of West's wealth was tied up in his business deals, many of which had been dissolved in a matter of days. Forbes now estimates that the producer and designer is worth around $400 million, still a sizable sum, but far less than his height of $2 billion. According to the publication, his remaining wealth comes from his attractive real estate acquisitions, his popular music catalog, a 5% stake in his ex-Kim Kardashian Skims company, which he reportedly hasn't been involved with since 2019, and his cash holdings. The move from Adidas comes days after Kanye claimed on a podcast that the sneaker giant can't drop him, despite saying anti-Semitic things. Adidas' share price dropped more than 50% over the past 6 months, and is expected to plunge even further in the wake of the announcement. West has had several high-flying partnerships dropped in the aftermath of making a series of anti-Semitic outbursts. The father of four's wealth could plummet to below $1 billion after the termination with the brand, which comes after several other lucrative deals have been dropped. His deal with Balenciaga and Gap have fallen through, and the rapper was yesterday dropped by talent agency CAA. In a statement, Gap said, "Anti-Semitism, racism and hate in any form are inexcusable and not tolerated in accordance with our values. On behalf of our customers, employees and shareholders, we are partnering with all organizations that combat hate and discrimination." His Twitter and Instagram accounts were restricted, with the social media platforms saying they removed his posts that online users condemned as anti-Semitic. In a statement, Adidas said, "Adidas does not tolerate anti-Semitism and any other sort of hate speech. Yes, recent comments and actions have been unacceptable, hateful and dangerous, and they violate the company's values of diversity and inclusion, mutual respect and fairness." The company also claimed that cutting ties with the rapper is likely to have a negative impact of up to €250 million on the company's net income in 2022. The partnership began in 2013, after he led a collaboration with Nike, and was expected to be a 10-year-long production. Before being dumped by the brand, Kanye had already begun publicly sparring with Adidas executives, accusing them of stealing his ideas. West owns the Yeezy brand, but Adidas pay him an annual royalty fee to sell the products. Adidas, whose founder Adi Dassler belonged to the Nazi Party, found themselves coming under increasing pressure to drop Kanye after several anti-Semitic comments. Experts have also claimed that the resale market for Yeezys will explode because they will not be produced in mass quantities anymore. TMZ claimed that the resale market would skyrocket, with companies clinging on to the stock of Yeezys to see if Adidas would part ways with the singer. Tamar Andrews, an educational consultant for Kanye, officially resigned earlier this month following the anti-Semitic outbursts. In a statement to The Hollywood Reporter, the president of Temple Isaiah of LA, where Andrews is a director, said, "Drive." Andrews immediately resigned from Donda Academy following Kanye West's tweet. Her last day was October 11, 2022, as she felt she could no longer support the organization. West has faced criticism in recent weeks for his bizarre behavior, including introducing a series of shirts branded with White Lives Matter at Paris Fashion Week. During an episode of Drink Champs podcast with N.O.R.E., West claimed that George Floyd died from taking fentanyl and that Derek Chauvin's knee wasn't even on his neck like that. Floyd's family have since lodged a $250 million lawsuit against the star over the comments, calling them repugnant and saying he used false statements to promote his brands. Kanye also made the incorrect claim that he is the richest black man in American history, a title that belongs to Vista Equity's Robert F. Smith. He said, "A lot of this stuff for me as the richest black man in American history, that put $140 million in JP Morgan, and never even had a chance to not even get a deal with them. Well, speak at a different time." In 2021, West was inaccurately described as the richest man in America after Bloomberg reported the valuations of his companies at $6.6 billion. Much of that figure came from sales that hadn't yet been realized and were never an indication of his personal wealth, with Forbes estimating his net worth at around $1.8 billion. JP Morgan Chase has declined to comment on why it cut ties with the rapper. Candace Owens has defended Kanye, saying, "Corporations can dissociate from Ye, but they will not steal from him." The decision from Adidas to terminate its partnership with Kanye represents the latest blow to the rapper, who has seen numerous working relationships tarnished in light of recent controversies. It emerged yesterday that West was dropped by Camille Vasquez, the lawyer who defended Johnny Depp, as well as top talent agency CAA, for recent remarks in which he tweeted he was planning to go to war with Jewish people. A source for the New York Post claimed, after Ye doubled down on anti-Semitic comments this weekend, Camille dropped him. The firm still wanted to make it work, but on the condition he retract, he wouldn't, so he fired them. The law firm has previously declined to confirm to Daily Mail. whether or not it had secured West as a client. It was also revealed on Monday that top talent agency CAA had cut ties with Kanye, according to the LA Times. The company announced it had stopped representing him at some point over the last month, after he made the anti-Semitic remarks. West has been represented by the company since 2016 after he left for 1 year for the agency Utah. Meanwhile, production studio MRC announced on Monday they are shelving a documentary they made about the 45-year-old rapper. MRC studio executives Moti Kazak, Asif Sachu and Scott Tenley announced in a memo Monday, "We cannot support any content that amplifies his platform." Kazak and Sachu are co-founders and co-CEOs of MRC Entertainment. Tenley is the chief business officer. Shelving the documentary comes just days after the French fashion house Balenciaga cut ties with Yeezy, according to Women's Wear Daily. A number of Jewish executives have also called Kanye out for his hateful remarks, with Daily Mail. Reporting that Hollywood super agent Ari Emanuel penned an op-ed calling for all major brands to drop the rapper. Emanuel wrote, "Those who continue to do business with West are giving his misguided hate an audience." Yes, ex-wife Kim Kardashian also broke her silence, claiming she stands together with the Jewish community in a public declaration of support in opposition to her former husband's social media posts. Kanye earlier this year hit out at several brands with which he is affiliated, accusing them of not fulfilling certain contractual arrangements. In now deleted Instagram posts, the multiple Grammy Award-winning artist accused Adidas and U.S. apparel retailer Gap Incorporated of failing to build contractually promised permanent stores for products from his Yeezy fashion line. He also accused Adidas of stealing his designs for its own products. Gap and Kanye ended their partnership in September. European fashion house Balenciaga has also cut ties with Yeezy. Adidas poached Kanye from rival Nike Incorporated in 2013 and agreed to a new long-term partnership in 2016 in what the company then called the most significant partnership created between a non-athlete and a sports brand. The tie-up has produced several hot-selling Yeezy-branded Adidas sneakers that could cost anywhere between $200 and $700. The partnership also helped the German brand close the gap with Nike in the U.S. market. Yeezy generates about €1.5 billion ($1.47 billion) in annual sales for Adidas, making up a little over 7% of the company's total revenue, according to estimates from Telsey Advisory Group. Shares of the company, which cut its full-year forecast last week, were down about 3% on the report amid the controversy over Yeezy.